I am Slick Nick, the living legend of hair loss, and your personal hairline hero, the face of the franchise of hair loss. Let's check out a video that apparently people are watching. I haven't looked to see how many views it gets, but it gets a lot of comments, so that always implies to me that people are actually watching the video, unlike the one in the description, the most important video on the channel, the one that breaks down the 5 questions you ask yourself if you really want to know if you're going to go bald or not. It has nothing to do with your dad being bald or you finding hair in the shower in your pillow. And on the same video, you learn the 10 things that people actually judge you on. It's not your hair. This is the truth. But when you're so obsessed with yourself, you assume that it's your own insecurity that they're obsessed with. No, that's just you, bud. All right, let's get to work. The video I'm referencing here is your hair transplant hero is Kevin Mann, but he is my arch nemesis. Now, what a lot of people are not able to grasp is I'm constantly making fun of myself and this channel. I don't care about hair loss. I'm doing this to make money. I make $500 a month from the ads that show before my videos. Do I sincerely want to help people? Absolutely. And I keep talking about that video in the description because that's the way you would get help. But most people are not mature enough to handle that, and instead they want to be focused on themselves instead, focus on their insecurity, and assign that same insecurity to whether they think people like them or not. And I can't help you with that if you're not willing to accept what's in the video as truth. So there are other YouTubers out there that talk about hair loss, and that's more of their speed for other viewers. So that's why I made that video. And anyway, so it was a joke. Is Kevin Mann really my arch nemesis? Of course not. I'm sure he's a great guy. And he and I actually have a lot in common. I'm aware of that. But it was more like this WWE wrestling thing, like an arbitrary enemy. So Wings of Chair Squeaking, that's a great name, had this to say, quote, "One thing we can all agree on is that men should be decisive and not needy. Either shave your head, rock what you have, or get a hair transplant. You need to accept it and not whine to women about it, LOL. You have both found your own solutions to hair loss, and I respect that," end quote. See, that's Wings of Chair Squeaking. See, I respect you. I don't respect a lot of my viewers. I really don't. They're so focused on themselves, they can't get over themselves. They won't accept how they're actually being judged on these things, and then they don't even care about these things. They just care about their hair. And they don't care that it's very easy to predict if you're going to go bald. Using my 5-question method, you have to look at all 5 and get at least 3 or more. And then whichever way the pendulum swings, that's how you know. But they make it very complicated. They send me messages. "Nick, let me send you a picture of my hair so you can tell me if I'm going to go bald." Nick, no, just watch the video and be done. So yeah, I really respect this because ultimately that's all it really comes down to. Like you said, either shave your head, which is what I'm an advocate of, but I have enough hair that I can still pull off having a hairstyle. But if I didn't, it wouldn't change my confidence level at all. I would just shave my head, and I have many times before, and have you seen on this channel. So either shave your head, rock what you got. I do. I mean, I've got a Norwood 2.5. I've got some thinning back there, but this hairstyle really kind of plays it down and looks very masculine. So he says, or get a hair transplant, which I agree. If you can't get over yourself, if you're that focused on yourself, and you in your brain you think that people actually care about your hair, then I guess that is the only solution. You need to go ahead and get that hair transplant if it's not too late. But either way, make a decision. And of course, what you'll notice in that comment, he was talking about being decisive, and that's number 5 on my list here that I just put on the screen. Because people, well, and the thing about being decisive is linked to the number 1 thing, which is being confident. And no one can tell the difference between real confidence or fake confidence. It's your secret. If you act confident, people assume that you are, and they're drawn to that. But one of the ways you back up that you're confident is that you are decisive. You're able to make a decision. So being the opposite of Andy Bernard on The Office, you know, that's why he's so funny. Andy Bernard on The Office has always been one of my favorite characters on that show because he's a complete joke. He's completely pathetic. And that's the comedy in it because he doesn't act like a man. He's very indecisive. So there you go. Now, ultimately, you have to choose one though. Don't just keep, oh, I don't know, I want to hold onto my hair. Well, then get a hair transplant if it really means that much to you. Or just shave it and be done with it. Or if you're in between, like, well, I kind of feel like it'd be overkill if I shave my hair off. I mean, I've still got most of it, so I might as well just rock with what I got. Okay. Do I worry about it? Oh, but I wish my hairline was, no, because that's not my identity. So there you go. Ultimately, what is, again, wings of chair squeaking. The reason I like you and I respect you, you're backing up what I'm saying and I've been saying in the video in the description, that people are judging you. And one of the 10 things is whether you're decisive or not. I'm putting it up there one more time, but ultimately just do yourself a favor and watch the video in the description. So thank you so much. I love intelligent comments. I don't get a whole lot of them. A lot of people still are just trying to find out if they're going to go bald, but they won't watch the video to find out. And then they won't accept that they're being judged on 10 things anyway. So, man, I'm so relieved when I have someone mature and intelligent enough to just call it what it is. Are you a loser if you get a hair transplant? No. But you made a decision. You did something about it. A cheaper solution is to shave your hair off. But insecure people say, well, I don't have the right head shape for it, Nick. If I had a head shape like you, then I would. Okay, if you want to use that as your reason, fine. Personally, it makes more sense just to shave it off. It's all about portraying confidence, and a shaved head definitely portrays that. But for some people, they mentally can't get there. They have to get the hair transplant to buy their confidence. And that's what they need to do. But at least they're doing something about it. And I do respect that. Your comments are right here.